See what song that was. Oh yeah, I had a loan. Totally forgot about that. Let's repay it. We should also continue building. Let's make sure Dalmatia is fully upgraded. So these forts aren't the most expensive. Toledo, then probably Malaga. And at that point, I'm okay standing with what I have. Morocco didn't take a huge amount of land. Panama, self-sustaining. Excellent. So I think I want to continue getting territories down here. I'm going to take Darien away so that Scotland's not tempted. This is to protect you, Scotland, from your own history. And then again, we're going to get 10 cities in Colombia and then move on to somewhere else. Oh, dear. Diplo's maxed out. Well, Palermo could certainly do with a little bit more of a boost, as can Zatavia. Dalmatia could. These are not in order. Zatavia, monthly production income plus 0.10. Local production value. This far filter's not working. Genoa's a plus 1.6. This filter's not working even close. What the hell is it filtering by? Trade value? Nope. What? I'm confused. Right, well I guess I'll do it by trade good, because I know generally what's useful and what isn't. Swensa will invest. Fish I'm not. Glass I'm not. Iron actually has already been developed a lot. Paper I think's fine. That's all fine. Ooh, wine. Not gonna do wool. Wow, Florence is expensive. I can't believe that filter's not working. Because I'm looking at the monthly production income plus 0.9. That's usually what this filter's by. So it would show whatever the highest is at the top. But it's not doing that right now. 0.9, 0.9, 0.9, 0.6, 0.7, 10, 10, 12, 12, 16. That should be at the top. And this is done by the percentages. Which is harder to judge because it doesn't actually list that here. I wonder if that's true for all of them. 0.6, 0.6, 0.6, 10, 6, nope. And these are probably further modified by the estates, which of course are still not being shown here. That could do with another look. Hey Charles, how are you doing? Haven't seen you here for a while. Alright, so we could get another offensive idea, but we're only 3 years away from the next technology, so I don't think I necessarily want to do that. What is the next thing? Global trade in 20 years. And global trade spawns with being the highest value trade node in the world, having centers of trade. Genoa probably is. Well, right now, yeah, definitely. Even the English Channel's not even close. The only one that might be beating us is potentially Beijing. But even that I can't see being quite as high as 60 ducats. I mean, we've done a really good job with the trade, actually. And then the other thing is whether we've got marketplaces everywhere where we should. Cape Coast could do with one, but we're not actually directing trade around the Cape right now. So, no, we don't need any more. Pisa could do with the production, so could Turkey. And the Cape Coast. Although you're going to be a trade company, that's not going to be true either. In fact, Cape Coast, why aren't you a trade company? You are. You, however, are not. No, you are. Oh, and we have a merchant free. Why do I have a merchant free? Did I not go to Darien? Did they destroy it? They must have destroyed it. Egyptian minority. Alexandria. Right, and I'm not going to be training that third army yet. Drill. Okay, cool. And in fact, I should be saving up money so I can get light ships, because light ships are about to become good. Some of our copper mines have hit some below standard ores. This has pushed up the cost of artillery units in our nation. Did a crusade happen to the Ottomans? Many things happened to the Ottomans. Namely, they got a coalition against them and then crushed for 100 years. I don't think they've been at peace in the last 100 years. It's just been war after war after war. So much so that even the knights beat them. Which I am so happy about. Alright, so now I have a free diplomat once again. Am I actually embargoing everyone that I should be? Let's double check that. Nope, I am not embargoing Mamluks. Which is actually costing me because they will be competing in Alexandria and Aleppo. Although Alexandria, we've got a pretty tight control on the trade, which does not surprise me considering I control all the centres down there. Aleppo is going to be rather more difficult, although we're already stealing most of the money. Oh, and Cairo should be upgraded. Let's go ahead and do that. All of these should be level 2 already, including Benghazi. Perfect. And then next up's going to be Aden. I need to take control of Aden. So we may actually want to start fabricating on Ethiopia. Because if I can take Ethiopia, then we basically have an entrance into Aden itself. I'd like to control both sides of this strait. Or, more importantly, would actually be Kaffa or Ajuran. I very much like this Suez game. So do I. Actually, speaking of which, when can I form those? Really? That's an actual decision? I thought that was just an achievement. It is Aragon's destiny to become the king of Gondor. Now that we have finally figured out where it is, we should do something about this. Make Gondor Aragon's, as we cannot escape our destiny. Aragon gets inspiring victory. Gondor gets City of Kings. Which is until the end of the game. That's manpower and defensiveness. I knew they had an achievement about taking Gondor, but an actual decision? That's hilarious. Because that's here somewhere as well. Yeah, it's right there. And that is Ethiopia. And it's a centre of trade. Although it's in the wrong centre of trade. The ones I really want are these in Aden. Yeah, I think I'm going to start fabricating on Ethiopia. Start heading that way. I don't get it. Imagine if Aragon had an extra R in it, and imagine if Gondor had an O instead of an E. Does that help? Workshop in the province of Pisa, completed, excellent. Yes, I wish to probably... Oh, yeah, we definitely want to get some more manufactories going. In fact, the other thing that I have not checked for a while is who exactly the estates belong to. Nor have I really done anything with the estates. Like, we could definitely get some extra power going. So yeah, I think I need to start giving out the estates, because we have claimed everything now. Or cored everything, rather. Madrid? Do we have any other centres of trade here? Toledo is going to then belong to the Berkers. So that's going to allow me to start stealing some money from the Spanish. I also need to take Cadiz. I think I'm basically throwing out the window my not taking over Castile, because Castile's just had such a dreadful game. They haven't done anything of note. And I'd rather take it myself rather than, say, France getting it. Just got to call in Rohan now. It would be hilarious if the Commonwealth had a province called Rohan. Or Poland or Lithuania. Take go for Aragon for the foothold. Well, the thing that I'm suspecting is Ethiopia will take this land off of Kaffa, although I just noticed Kaffa is actually a heck of a lot bigger than I first gave them credit for. So they might lose. In which case I should probably go after Aragon. Well, technically we could go after both. Aden, Mara, Moravi. Ethiopia's only allied with that one country, so yeah, we're going to go for Ethiopia. We can send the transports around there if we need to. We've already got a foothold on the Red Sea, so getting there is not going to be a problem. And you're adjacent to me, so CVs aren't a problem either. Marital bliss. Her Majesty, the Queen Consort, is of course a constant companion and a good advisor in her own right. So I can gain base tax in Corsica, or I could say, no, that's a terrible deal. The Ottomans will cede 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 provinces to Austria. Austria becoming the new Ottomans. But they're not the Emperor. Although they could be, because they're all Catholic. So how long is my truce with these guys? 9 more years. 3 years? Well, I don't need anything from Portugal right now, so I want to try and keep Portugal alive if I can, because they are a colonial rival. 2 more years until we can get the military attack. Cairo's had an uprising. Seeing the rebel chances, there they are. Alright, jump into the ships, and we'll send them down to deal with that. I would like to build some more manufactories, but I should double check for centres of trade first of all, just make sure I've caught them all. I can upgrade yours for a start. Calabar I can't, because Calabar is still being built. The Ottomans white-pieced Venice. Venice didn't take anything. Well, I guess Venice is already at their maximum size, so okay, not that surprising. Let's go ahead and convert Swenka. And I can purchase an ability. Let's get the institution spread in True Faith buildings, because, or True Faith provinces, why not? I seem to be getting an awful lot of Splendor. Oh, that's true. I could build trade company investments over here. So right now, not quite worth it. And at some point, I probably want to try and take on Dogbon as well. Dagbon, even. Hello, Tucano. What? Level 10, so yes, I'm quite far ahead of you. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fabricate a claim on Rome, because clearly it's mine. And then I'm just going to forget about the Pope for a bit. Because that one has to wait until France is busy with something else. Let's go ahead and start fabricating on you instead. And we could now go after Ethiopia. Thing is, I would kind of like that war to finish. Assuage their suffering. Right, and I need to go and fight that too. So, it is time to start shifting some of my armies over to the coast. Army in Cairo is fighting. We should be able to win that fairly easily. Yeah, no problem. And frankly, you can just get back to drilling. Bastions are being finished. I'm going to leave one army over here, because we probably are going to have Spanish uprisings, considering that is newly conquered territory. The nobles demand privileges. That's what I was doing. I haven't done the estates yet. The privileges of the nobility have been under continuous assault, as Mr. Oldboy has attempted to centralise more and more control. I'll take the prestige hit. Also, let's go ahead and do the estates now. So, Valladolid. Valladolid? Could be a clergy. Madrid probably should be Burgers? Well, no, Burgers isn't trade value, it's trade power. I might just leave Madrid free. Same with Suenza. You, I think, would be a good clergy choice. Frankly, so would you. Then I think I'm going to give you to the nobility because you are a fortified region. You, I'm going to give to the nobles. No, Almira I'm definitely giving to the nobles. Malaga, I think I'm going to leave alone. Because it is mostly tax, but it is a fortified region. Same with Granada. I'm just going to leave Granada unassigned. That's a very good clergy province. You could be anyone. Let's give you to the clergy. And over here, I mean, both of those could be clergy, frankly. They're all quite cheap provinces. Algarvia, I think I'm just going to leave as is. Same with Shakir. Suez could belong to clergy. Just trying to get their influence above 50, which we have now done. Okay. So the nobility's influence is definitely a little bit scary. I think they need to get to 73 before I can get the 150. You would now give me 100, which I'm going to demand. You would give me 100. Having pissed off estates is also not good because that increases unrest. No, I don't think I'm going to force you to up to that much. I'm just going to take the military support and the diplo support, I think. That annoys everyone, but they will be recovering in time, so be it. Now watch as the rebels start to fire. Bohemia still the emperor. Let's make sure we maintain our royal marriages with them. Okay. So, armies are all present over here. I think it is time for you to head south. And let's get you ready and waiting to go. Not a criticism at all, just curious what's the deal with Naples not being annexed. I was kind of hoping to just get them for free. Because they are under a personal union, they are not a vassal. And we could theoretically do that. They just become ours without integrating them. Chance of Aragon inheriting 1%! But I probably should integrate them. Part of it has been that Tyrant Overlord has absolutely killed my relations with them to the point where we just couldn't. But now I can improve relations to 160. 160 is as high as I can get it. That's the main reason. I just haven't been able to get relations, because the relations have to be to 190. We could get Ferrara. And I think I probably should. Because I keep forgetting Ferrara is a thing. Also, it's February. Whoops. We need to tech up. Is there any reason why I don't want to tick up straight away? No. Do it. Ooh, forced march. Nice. And superior units. That's not Caracol. That is not artillery. Infantry. Mauritian versus charge. So, Mauritian infantry have a better damage output from fire, while charge have a better shock output. At this point of the game, fire trumps shock. That is the only difference, so we're going to go to Mauritian. And that's all that. Right, the next thing that we need to do is make sure my fleets are upgraded, because we do have a couple of heavies which are old. Let's go ahead and pay for that. And we also have a bunch of lights that need to be upgraded. Let's go and send you home and then have you do that too. $121. And then I think we're going to go and start just building early frigates. And we'll send you Protect Trade, Sevilla, which I now actually just control. Not as much as I would like. New idea. Glorious Arms? Glorious Arms. Oh, and the next one's going to be the siege ability. Get in. I'm sure the fact that Maurice, Princess of Orange, was Dutch had absolutely no influence on my choice whatsoever. No, absolutely not. Rebels in Almera. Are you actually staying in Almera? Yes, you unfortunately are. Libertas Ecclesiae. The clergy has long been one of the foremost pillars of the Aragonese realm, providing not only spiritual guidance, but also administrators, judges, diplomats, for the benefit of our king. So the clergy loses a bunch of loyalty, but pays me so much money. No. Yeah, pays me a lot of money, loses loyalty and influence. Or they gain loyalty and influence and also a bit of prestige. I'll take that because we do earn quite a lot of cash. already. I think I'm going to go... Yeah, we'll continue solidifying my hold over Spain, and then we'll go back to doing Egypt. And thus the rebels are defeated. Huzzah! Mordred conquering his way to a Indian land route. Not so much land. I just want to make sure that we take Aden, and then we can just jump across from Aden. We are slowly working our way around Africa, but it is a pretty slow process. Native uprising, which we're defeating in Darien. Good stuff. Speaking of which, how are the colonies doing? Calabar's going rather quicker than Darien. Well, I'm already doing pretty much everything I can to ensure that is as hasty as possible. So, let's also double check where my edicts are. Needs conversions, needs conversions. You guys are doing all of your protection. Those have actually been converted already, so let's go no edict. Already converted. Those are half done. Half done. Alright. And then once my trade ships are repaired, we should start earning a bunch of money again. And all will be well with the world. When is this war going to end? +5 to Kafar? Really? That's it? I mean, I really do just want your coast so I can get down to here. I'm tempted to just hold out. I'm just going to sit here and drill a bit more. I want to wait to see how this war goes, because if I only had to go after Aragon, I'd rather do that. Then Ethiopia can continue just being a bit of a barrier down here. Our Queen Consort Alejandra has impressed many men and women at court with her sharp wit and extensive knowledge of the natural world. So we can get a 50% off production efficiency. Considering you are now 60, I think that's probably a good deal. Replace you with a 38-year-old. He'll be around for quite a long time. We could even try to upgrade these advisors to level 4, but considering we're so far ahead in technology, I don't think we necessarily need to. Cocoa! Time for some hot chocolate.